Hey guys, LootWizard here, another video on Gems of War. This is episode 9 of our playthrough series, and I was just quickly doing a few of my adventure board things before I got into this video, and then I leveled up, and we had the red mastery, and I just put it another point in there to 14, and we got this weapon, Gaard's Wall. Now, this weapon is a pretty decent weapon. It's really good for defense. What it will do is remove all green gems, gain 11 life, and that's boosted by the gems removed. And it's a 1-to-1 boost ratio, so if you have 10 green gems on the board, you have to add 10 to the 11, so you'll gain 21 life. But then here's the thing. You gain barrier, and barrier is really, really good throughout the entire game, no matter what level you are. So you're gaining life and you're gaining that barrier, and you don't even need to upgrade this weapon with any kind of ingots to get the barrier. It's right there in the skill ability of this weapon. It's really a shield, but consider it a weapon, I suppose. Now, this weapon will probably be good for things like Arena, too, which we haven't really gone into there yet, but since it will gain barrier and life, it's probably going to be a good weapon for that early on. And it has a pretty low mana cost of only 10 red, so that's not too bad, and it's considered a legendary weapon. So I just wanted to share that with you, what I think about this weapon, and you're going to get it at the 14 mastery of red. So we will probably end up using that at some point too. As you can see, I just did the first thing here, and I wasn't thinking I was going to level up and get something. So I can come back and do these, try to do my adventure board outside of the video, because I don't really want to do that during this episode. What I want to do is go in and we're going to do the quest. Here for episode 9, we're going to do the Stormheim quest. I could do Kaziel first, but Stormheim is really important for unlocking Titan, and I just want to show off the Titan class at the end of this video and show you why you may want to start leveling that up as soon as you unlock it here in the Stormheim quest line. Now, first thing we're going to do before we get into that is open our chest, because we did get some keys. Excuse me. I'm going to sneeze here. I think that's the first time I ever sneezed on video here. But, I don't know, I got the sniffles for some reason. I think it was because I was outside working in the rain the other night for like 4 hours. So, yeah. But, trying to stay healthy because of everything that's going on right now in the world. But anyway, back to the game here. We're going to open some keys because my guild has been great in completing a few tasks, and my 50 glory keys here, most of these came from PvP. If you go into ranked PvP, and you want to do your ranked battles here, every week, starting at Monday, it resets, and if you get up to tier 1900, which as you can see here, I can't highlight it, but right below Bruno here is my name, LootWizard 2, and you can look right underneath that shield that says 1919. So that you want to get over that 1900 score, and if you do that every week, it will give you, like, I think it's 46 glory keys. It's something like that. It's close to 50, and those glory keys will really be helpful in getting a few of your first legendary cards. So yeah, let's go ahead and open these keys. Open my gold ones here real quick. We didn't get anything new there. And let's open our glory keys and then our gem. Maybe we'll get a new legendary. I also have 1,723 glory here at the top, you can see. So we're going to actually open up 100 of these chests instead of just 50. But I'm hoping that we're going to get some new troops, some useful ones, and possibly a new legendary. We got a bunch of news. We didn't get any legendaries in this batch, but let's see what we got here. Okay. Gob Chomper is actually a decent troop for completing pet battles. When you have a pet battle, when it's all goblin team that you're fighting against, If you put multiple of these in there, it's pretty good because you have a 50% chance to devour a goblin. So that could be useful later on. Zephyros is a pretty good troop here. Destroys a column, deals 10 scatter damage, boosted by yellow gems destroyed, and for every yellow gem, 10 is added to our damage. So if we destroy in a column 3 yellow gems, that'll be an extra 30 damage that'll be added to the 10. So this is a pretty good troop. I'm glad to see it show up here. We'll have to fit that into a team later. And yeah, nothing else that's super amazing. This troop might be good against enemy troops that have a lot of life, because it's deals damage boosted by their life. Half of their life will be added as damage. And we just got a bunch of repeats there. Let's open another batch here. It'd be great if we got a legendary. And we did. We got a legendary. However, it is Gloomleaf, which I'm not super excited about. But nevertheless, it is our third legendary troop and our new playthrough. Gloomleaf, Forest of Thorns legendary troop. It will steal 2 armor and 4 attack from all enemies. And of course, if we level this up to level 19, the magic there for the armor that it steals will be quite significant. So this troop can be pretty useful here early game if we put it up at the top, because it will be stealing attack as well as armor. And if we did want to farm for trade stones for this, we could reflect 50% of skull damage down there at the end. So not bad. And what does this do? Deal double damage if it's a demon. Okay. And yeah, nothing really super amazing underneath that, but hey, I'll take it. Legendary is a legendary. Alright, let's open up our gem keys. We have 12 of these. And by the way, really quick, this is I know that this won't show up until a couple of days after Easter here, but I did get 6 of these gem keys from the free Easter offer. So that's where 6 of these gem keys came from, if anyone is wondering. The other 6 is from my guild. Open 12 of these, and whoa, we got another legendary. Like, what is with this luck? I'm only like level 60 or something like that, and I've already got 4 legendary troops. I feel kind of bad now, because it's like, I know that there's some people that struggle with getting legendaries, and now I'm feeling a little bit bad that, like, I have a lot of luck here on this playthrough. I don't know, maybe the odds of getting rare troops are better on the PS4. I don't know. But this is another legendary troop, the Widow Queen. It will sacrifice an ally, deal 2 damage to all enemies boosted by the sacrificed troop's life. Summon a random Zulkari troop. So yeah, it's only going to be a third of a troop's life, and so I don't see this legendary. I probably won't be using it very often. Dealing damage to all enemies is nice, but it's only going to boost, the boost ratio is only a third. And I don't really have any troops that have like a really great amount of life right now, because I'm pretty low level. So it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. Although if we did level it up to level 19, that 2 damage might get closer to 10. And so we might be able to boost this up to like, it might be doing like 15 damage to all enemies maybe. So I don't know. We'll see what we can do with that. Gaard, man, I tell you, this troop right here, it took me for a long time, forever it seemed, to get this thing to drop for me on my main account. I think I was close to like level 1000 before this thing dropped for me. So this is crazy luck. Yeah, the second, if you can trait this down to the second one, which I may focus on doing that once I get to like level 100, 150 maybe, then I'll start with 50% mana. And the thing that makes Gaard great is that it does start with that 50% mana, and then I can explode any chosen color of gems that I want to explode. Yeah, so that's a good mana generator. This troop could be useful. What it will do is double the number of skulls on the board and then create 2 skulls. So this might be a troop that would go well with our Gloomleaf legendary. So we have a few troops now that we can play with, and before I go to the quest line, I also got over 500 gems, and shout out to the Merry Midgets Legend guild here. The couple of guild guys in there have been really helping out with completing some of those tasks and giving me those gems. I did get quite a few gems from completing my adventure board, as well as doing my treasure hunts right here. So I got 28 treasure maps because I keep using the troop Tiri, which is going to have a 20% chance to give me treasure maps. And early game like this, treasure maps are great for getting your gems. So we're going to go up here to our hero guy, and we're going to go to armor because we have 500 gems. And this is what you want to do if you're a new player. You don't want to spend gems on anything else. You want to save them until you get 500 gems. And then you want to scroll in here and buy your dragon armor. And then after that, you want to buy celestial armor because you want to be able to switch back and forth between these. Gold is really important in early game, and it's really important through most of the mid game. Souls are really important early in mid game. So these 2 armor sets are going to be really great. Now, if you did want to spend real money on the game, this is probably the best choice right away as you're starting. The Death Knight armor, $50, and you get 100% to gold, souls, and XP. That way you don't have to switch back and forth between these 2 armor sets. You can just wear this one all the time. Now, but if you do level up free to play, which you can do, and that's very possible to level up really high and have a lot of fun in this game without purchasing anything. But just as a note, the Death Knight armor is not as valuable once you get at a higher level. Once you are like level 1000 and above, Death Knight armor won't be as useful because you'll probably already have these 2 armor sets, and you know it's not gonna mean too much to you anymore. But I'm gonna go ahead and buy my dragon armor. Now every time I get gold, it'll be double. Souls will be an extra 50%. And I'll get more XP, which means more XP means I'm going to level up faster, which means that I'm going to be able to get those masteries and weapons faster. So now it's important that we need to go and equip it. Let's go up here to our guy here, and we're going to go in here and select dragon armor. So now it's selected. And just to make sure, let's go all the way over to bonuses, and we can see that our armor now is going to give us 100% to gold, 50 to souls, and 50 to XP. And my guild is also giving me a little bonus to souls and to XP. So that's really really good right there. Okay, now that we're wearing our dragon armor, now we're going to be getting all that extra gold, and I still need 122,000 gold to go ahead and level up Zalkari. Or is it Karakoth? One of these. I did one. Okay, so we did Zalkari first. This gave us a bonus to 1 magic. And our next goal here is to get enough gold so we can level up Karakoth to level 10. So we can get another bonus to magic, and that's going to increase our magic damage on all of our troops. Alright, so now that all that's over with, let's go ahead and do the Stormheim class quest line here. 2,000 gold to unlock it, and we unlock the banner that's double blue. So let's go right into the quest line. And I'm actually, I'm using a little bit different team here. This is right now my soul farming team, sort of. I'm using the white for gaining 7 souls, and it also steals 7 life. So it's basically doing 7 true damage. Tiri is my main mana generator, so I can keep the mana flowing. I'm using this weapon really quick because it's yellow. It doesn't block anything else, and it also does true damage. And yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on there. Now the other thing too is, really quickly here, I was still using the Warlord class, but I actually switched over to the Bard for a while. And I think I'm going to try going the Bard for this quest line. Because right down here, Orpheus Loot is a really good early weapon. It'll gain 10 life, cleanse, and enchant all other allies. So I am thinking of trying to go for that weapon. And because the next weapon that I really want to get is the Essence of Evil, but that weapon does not come in until we got to do maybe another 7 or 8 quest lines before we can get down to the kingdom that gives us the Essence of Evil weapon. So we might as well try to level up a few of the other classes, you know. If this goes by too slow, then we'll have to just switch out a different team, because I can always use my soul team just for like explore battles. Ouch. Okay. That's not good. My Tiri just got destroyed. What troop over here is giving life? Okay, it's this stupid serpent keeps gaining 4 life. I thought I saw some weird trickery like that going on over there. The only downside to using a class like the Bard here is we didn't level it up with souls. And so it's pretty weak compared to my Warlord. Ouch. This might not work out so well. Oh man, that thing got so lucky with the okay, yeah, this ain't gonna work too well. I'm gonna have to use my soul farming team for something later. We can use this team though. This was the legendary troop that I got last time. We can put that in the front. We can put this down here in the second spot. We'll use Elwyn. We can still get some souls by using the white down there. But it won't be like a main soul farming team. We'll just get a few extra souls here and there. But we'll try this team. This way we can still try to level up the Bard class a little bit. And this Elwyn troop is amazing because it destroys a row and a column, which is mana generating. But then it does 7 damage, an extra 7 damage on top of the 13 for every yellow gem that it destroys. So you can really maximize. Like right here, I can destroy this row, and then destroy this row, and I'll get I'll get 3 times 7 extra damage. And then it has a chance to fill up like it just did. Now, let's use the white because we need a little bit of souls wherever we can get them. Yeah, this team should work. It'll probably be a little slower than that Warlord class and team that I was using before. But I want to try to get, like I said, the Bard weapon and also get a few souls at the same time. Lots of damage here. We're going to get 3 yellow here, and then we'll get 2 up here. Guaranteed kill. And we got our dragon up, so that should kill both of these guys. A jewel gnome. Defeat this mischievous gnome to gain extra jewels before it runs away. Okay, we got a nice 5 match there. 4 match. Pretty sure we can get that jewel gnome before it runs away. We'll go ahead and hit it with the white, and we can fill up the white again, and we'll get it. There we go. Now, yeah, let's just use the dragon. And the thing is, when I use the dragon, it's going to create those blue gems, and that will go right into the white. Well, I guess we use this. That dragon is pretty strong. I'm so glad I got lucky and got that. I mean, we could have still built a team around the troops that we did get, but that dragon is really really good troop. So as you can see, the white and the matron troops are kind of like benefiting from each other. So the matron is going to create 6 blue gems boosted by frozen enemies. The blue is going to go to the white because it takes blue, plus I unlock the water link, so I'll gain bonus to blue. And then when I use the white, it's going to steal life, gain souls, but it will create 5 purple gems. And the purple gems are going to go right into the matron because that uses purple. So the matron creates gems for the white, and the white creates gems for the matron. And that's kind of the little synergy that I got going on there. Yeah, go ahead and get all your extra turns. Sometimes the and this thing's got agile. Agile's 20% chance to dodge skull damage. Let me tell you, that is so annoying. It seems like it's way higher than 20%. And I've played a lot of battles where Agile is on the enemy team, and it just seems like they dodge so much. Way more than 20%. Maybe it's just me. Let's see, what can I take here? Lots of colors. The thing too that I like about Elwyn is that it's generating mana. So it's going to destroy that whole row and that whole column. And that can fill up other troops. The other nice thing about Elwyn is, and really any troops that destroy rows or columns, is that you can decide also which rows that you want to destroy that have skulls in it. And when you destroy a skull, it's going to do extra damage. So, for example, a regular skull is going to do 1 damage extra above what the ability of your troop is. And destroying a Doom Skull should do an extra, like, 5 damage. So that's nice. So, like, with Elwyn here, we can decide, hey, I want to destroy this row right here that has a Doom Skull in it. And we're going to destroy up, and we're going to destroy at the side. So we're also going to destroy this skull. And so we'll do our bonus damage based on the yellow gems, and then we'll do a little extra with the skulls. So that's always nice. So I would definitely recommend once you get to Pan's Vale Kingdom and you get Elwyn, put all of your souls into Elwyn. Because even if you don't have... Even if you don't have a good legendary troop this early, like Matron that I'm using, if you have the Warlord class leveled up and you have Elwyn leveled up, those two should get you through most of the quest lines. And then you can add in like a converter troop that converts to those colors maybe. And we'll finish this guy off with Elwyn. Boom. Yeah, once I get all the kingdoms unlocked, we need to focus on soul farming a little bit so we can level up a few good teams. And then we're going to unlock the underworld once we get done with all the kingdoms. And that is going to be really good too, because the underworld is pretty overwhelming and confusing for a lot of new players. And so I probably will be doing at least one video once I get to the underworld that's just on the underworld, covering, you know, all the stuff from a new player's perspective, what you should do and how you can maximize your rewards down there and all that kind of good stuff. So that should be fun, because there are some good troops in the underworld that you definitely want to go for. And also having a fast team to farm some of those delves at level 20 is going to be really important early on for us, because we're going to get glory, we're going to get ingots, which ingots are really important for making sure that we can upgrade some of our weapons that we get. And some of the weapons, like Mountain Crusher, you're going to need legendary ingots, and you can get those the easiest probably there in the underworld. So that's really important. And we're also going to be able to get souls in the underworld as well. So just by farming some of those delves every day at level 20, we can pick up, you know, hundreds, if not an extra 1,000 souls maybe per day. and that's going to help us out too. Another great soul troop here is Valkyrie, the things here that they're using. So if you get this early on, Valkyrie is good because it is a mana converting troop. So if you have blue troops that are powerful that you're using early on, it's good to use this troop with that so you can gain souls every single time that you convert. Yeah, this troop here too can be pretty devastating because it will destroy a column and it gains 7 attack boosted by purple gems. It's 1-to-1 ratio. So this troop is pretty nasty as well. If you do get this troop early on, you may want to spend some souls on leveling it up, and you can put it in that top spot. And as you can see, their attack damage increased a lot, 15, 16 damage. So if I'm not careful, they could do a lot of damage to me. Yeah, let's see here. I don't know. Purple maybe to start. Yeah, he got a lot of mana cascading there. Should have probably went with yellow for Elwyn. But ah, man, he took out my white. Jeez. But yeah, sorry, kind of spaced out for a second there. But yeah, as when you're in the early game like this, it's just a lot of completing your quest lines, and you want to join a guild as soon as you can. Try to find a guild that has members that's as full as possible. So the max members that a guild can have is 30. And try to find a guild that's active that has close to that 30 number. That way you're going to have more guild members completing tasks. And every Monday when they complete those tasks, you're going to get gems, and keys and all that kind of stuff. And you're going to need keys to get legendary troops. You're going to need to, not just legendary troops, but you're going to need keys to just get good troops. They may not be legendaries, but there's some good troops that you're going to want to get, and getting them is, you need those keys. So that's the main thing there that you want to, one of the main reasons you want to join a guild is so that you can get that. And don't feel too bad about like not being able to have enough gold to contribute to those different guild tasks weekly. What I would recommend is, communicate with your guild and let them know, they should see your level, that you're still under level 100. And honestly, probably it takes you until like level 250, at least 250 if you're really focusing on unlocking your kingdoms, because that's where you want to spend all your gold early on. You don't want to spend all of your gold in those guild tasks early on, and then you don't have enough gold to unlock all of your kingdoms and level all your kingdoms up to that level 10. Because every kingdom is going to give you different bonus stats for leveling it up to level 10. Now, it takes about, 122,500 gold, I think, to level up to level 10. And there's something like 33 or 34 kingdoms in the game. So you're going to need probably around 3.5 million gold in order to level up all of your kingdoms. So you want to be able to do that, and you can't do that if you're putting all of your gold into your guild tasks every single week. So as an early player, that's what, if a guild does not understand that, then they're not a good guild. You need to go to a guild that's going to understand you're still low level, and you need to be putting your gold into your, leveling your kingdoms up to that level 10. That's what you need to do. And so if your guild that you joined doesn't understand that, and they're mad at you because you're not donating enough gold to the tasks, then you need to leave that guild. You need to go find one that's going to be able to understand that you're a low level, and that's where you need to spend your gold right now. Now, if you do want to contribute, I would say, just throw in like 1,000, 2,000 gold every week, just so there's something there, just so that you can show that, you are willing to contribute to the guild a little bit, even while you're doing your kingdoms. But I wouldn't put in any more gold than that to start out with. So, yeah, that's kind of the goal that you need to do, because, like I said, every kingdom has its own stats. So, you're going to... Oh, hey, we got Bronzelock pistol. Wonderful. Bronzelock pistol is fantastic weapon. We're going to use this a lot in the coming days. You'll see. I mean, this probably won't come into play a lot in my teams until probably around episode 30 or 40. But, we're going to show you guys later on why this is such a fantastic weapon, especially early on in the game like this, because once you get some gold generating troops and you can boost that up there, this weapon is beautiful, because it's a huge mana generator, plus it'll do damage, and it's a brown color. So once we get Plague Lord class, or we get Titan unlocked here, we can use Rock Solid once that talent's unlocked, and it'll be beautiful. So that, I think that was Blue Mastery 14. We'll have to go check out where our Blue Mastery is. But Bronzelock pistol's pretty early. We're only level 60 or 61, and we just unlocked the Bronzelock pistol. And you do unlock that by a combination of blue and brown. So that's where your masteries want to go. You want to go brown as much as possible, so you can get your You can get your Mountain Crusher by going brown, which is around 16 mastery in brown, just for that. And then you want to continue to put your level up mastery points into red and blue, because blue is going to get you, a combination of the blue and the brown is going to get you the Bronzelock pistol, like you just saw, as well as the red is going to get you Mang. And Mang is going to be a really important weapon throughout the rest of the game. As high level as we go, Mang is going to be useful to us in all sorts of events, and even in completing pet battles. It's the most important weapon for completing pet battles early on, because you're not going to have really strong troops yet, and a combination of Mang plus a class that will give you rock solid talent, which the rock solid talent is unlocked at 40 on classes like Titan, Plague Lord, Sentinel, and Rune Priest, and now the Monk, I believe, has that as well. That's really important, because when you match a brown gem, your hero is going to gain that that barrier, which barrier is going to block spell damage and skull damage for one hit. So it doesn't matter what that damage is. If it could be 1,000 damage, but if you have barrier, it's going to block that damage entirely. So Mang is incredibly useful, and that's why we're going for that. Alright, let's see what we can grab here. If I could grab a green or yellow, we'd have Elwyn up, but we don't. So we gotta work with what we got here. Now we got green. Alright, this should be the end of this dude. And let's see, we can go here for big damage. Alright. So back what I was talking about before the Bronzelock pistol unlocked for us. Every kingdom gives you different bonuses. So for some kingdoms, it'll give you a life bonus. Some is armor, some is attack, and some are magic. Now, I think there's only 4 or maybe 5 kingdoms that give you magic boosts, and you want to focus on leveling those up first, because that's your damage. Most of your damage is going to be spell damage, and so you want to increase that as much as possible. So for example, Elwyn does 13 damage here. Once I level up another one of those kingdoms to level 10, like Karakoth, that boosts magic, that'll be 14 instead of 13. And there's a few more kingdoms like that we can boost that magic up there. Wow, there's a lot of purple and green here on the board. Alright, well, we might as well take this, do a little bit of that. And then we can do this, get rid of... Well, I thought it was going to destroy those two, but it came close. We can use Elwyn here. And as you can see, this Etten over here, like I was talking about earlier, this Etten is really dangerous because it can keep boosting its attack damage, and it's already up to 41 attack, so it can one-hit every single one of my troops if I'm not careful here. Finally, we got the boss. Stormheim boss. And after this, we should be able to unlock the class, and that should be the end of this episode. Episode 9. We're getting up there in our episodes. Like I said, I intend to take this series all the way until I am like level 300 or so. We may go a little higher than that. We'll see. But I do want to get in that mid-range just so that I can, I can like make teams and show some of the lower to mid-range players like what they can do with whatever teams they have available at this lower level. Yeah. And we got Keg Hammer. Dwarf troop, deal 6 damage to an enemy and eliminate 5 magic from them. If the enemy is a giant, deal triple damage. So this could be a useful troop if we're going up against giants because that'll guarantee triple damage. And other than that, it will eliminate magic. I would like it better if it would steal magic, but it just eliminates it. But it does have that potential for triple damage. So that right there is interesting. Now, our power level is going up because we had leveled some troops that were from this kingdom, I believe. If you look at power level, we collect 4 Stormheim troops. Then we did collect a few of those from keys, and that's why that leveled up. Now, this is important, too, as far as you need to consider, and this is why souls are really important, because not only does it make your troops more powerful, but you can upgrade your troops to over level 10, and that will help you get your power level up higher for your kingdoms. Leveling the kingdom up to 5 here is going to give you extra bonuses, and all of this is really, really important. So once you get to level 5, you're going to get a 1+ the kingdom skill bonus. Once you get to level 10, you get that extra point for bonus. And you're going to be getting all sorts of extra chance for tributes. Tributes are really important for gaining resources, and they can be collected hourly. Okay, so let's go unlock the class here. The class is Titan, and Titan by pretty much everybody in the game is considered top tier. It's one of the best classes in the game. The only things that would make the Titan class better than it is, in my opinion, 2 different talents. One would be Fireblade. Really, any class that has the rock solid talent and had Fireblade would be amazing. But I'm pretty sure that they realize that would be way too powerful. So, because if you notice, there's no classes in the game that have the rock solid talent and Fireblade together. Like, it just does, those two never appear together. And it's probably because it would be way too overpowered. But, yeah. The other talent that would, I don't think it would make it overpowered to have it. It just doesn't appear with the Titan class. And it only appears with one other class that has the rock solid talent. And that's the Tree of Knowledge talent, which allows you to enchant your hero on a green match. We do have over here the Soul Gnome, and we want to try to kill that guy as soon as possible because he could have another 5,000 souls for us. At the least, it'll probably be like 500, but we want to kill that guy as soon as possible. And, yeah, let's match this. And then we can do Elwyn. Well, we can use the skull. And then Elwyn. And just destroy this guy. Elwyn is one of the biggest damage troops. Oh, we got 2,500 souls. That's still really great because it takes about 4,000 souls to level up a class to its max, or a legendary troop to its max. So we do need those souls. Yeah, and like one of the reasons that I do focus a lot on powering Elwyn up first is because not only does he do heavy damage, but he is a mana generator as well. So the other troops will gain mana because I'm destroying a row and a column. Nice. One last battle, and then we will unlock the Titan. The Titan. They don't stand a chance against my Elwyn. Not a chance. Yeah, they just destroyed my Elwyn. Okay. The war is real. It's because of this troop here, Lady Ironbeard. Does damage, and then if the enemy's armor is weaker, deals triple damage. So right now, this thing does like 60 damage. It's insane. So we probably should have focused on like killing that thing first. Because we're probably going to lose now, and we'll have to redo this unless I can get the queen powered up. What, is this the only match I can do? That's horrible. Oh, I thought it was going to take the skull. It did not take the skull. That is very fortunate for us. And we can match this red, and then we'll get a skull match and win. Boom. Yeah, we unlocked the Titan. The Titan. I knew I already took that off. Why is that showing up? Anyway, down here we can collect our tribute. Boom. And then let's go take a look at the Titan class. Let's take a look at the Titan class. Okay, so Titan class is good. You can make giants all start with 50% mana, but you do have to farm these arcane trait stones. You need 16 of them. And we just select this to look at the kingdom. Mist of Scales is where we need to go to farm. Do explore battles to farm for this color of arcane trait stone. And if we wanted to, that would take a while, but we could get that leveled up. And then this class is considered a giant, so it would start with 50% mana. And all other giant troops would start with 50% mana as well. Now, if you did want to level this class all the way up to level 20, it's going to cost you 4,100 souls. And for the talents, this is we're going to go over the talents here. This is what makes the Titan class one of the best in the game. Right away at level 1, you have the choice of Ferocity, which you will gain 4 attack, or you can choose Impact. Impact is really great if you put your hero class at the top position, because anytime that an enemy attacks it with skull damage, it will inflict stun on that enemy. And stun is going to negate the traits of that troop until it recovers. Then at level 5, you can you have counterattack, gain 2 attack when you take damage, so it's kind of like the Warlord in that sense. Or you can have Hammer Mastery, which gives you an extra 2 magic to things like Mountain Crusher. And then at level 10, you have an extra 3 magic if you're using an axe, or all brown allies gain 3 armor, and yellow allies can gain 1 magic. At level 20, we have an extra glory in PvP battles, 4 armor for dwarven allies, create a dust storm at the start of a battle, which could be good for Mountain Crusher. Then at level 40, we have the really powerful talent here, which is Rock Solid. Gain a barrier when matching brown gems. This is really, really important, especially if you're going to complete pet battles early on, or even participate in some of the guild events, like the raid boss events. And then if you continue to level this class up, you can choose to become Enraged on 4 or 5 matches, a bonus to brown mana, or Lightning Strike, which is really great because that also helps you generate mana. It will explode 1 yellow gem on a 4 or 5 gem match. And then finally at level 100, the best talent here is Fortitude. You will be immune to Stun, Poison, Disease, Deathmark, and Devour. So that's one of the reasons why Titan class is one of the best in the game. As for the weapon, though, the weapon really isn't that great. It's Thoradin, and this weapon will deal 10 splash damage to an enemy, and it's boosted by giant allies and enemies. Now, you can guarantee that you have 4 giant allies, so it will be a 4 multiplier bonus times that 6, and you'll have like an extra 24 splash damage added to your 10. So it doesn't do an incredible lot of splash damage, so I think there's better weapons that you can go for in a class, but nevertheless, that weapon is still, it's okay. But yeah, so that's the Titan class there. But the class that I'm aiming for is the Plague Lord right here. It's still locked, and it's going to be unlocked down in the Darkstone Kingdom. So that's the one I really want to level up, because it has pretty much everything that Titan has except for Lightning Strike and a couple other talents. But it does have the Rock Solid talent. But on top of that, it has a weapon, the Essence of Evil weapon, that's going to be really useful for me in events, as well as like the Underworld, and just all sorts of good things. So I like that weapon a lot, more than the Titan weapon, so that's probably why I'm going to go for that instead of Titan right now. But right now I'm also trying to unlock the weapon for the Bard class, because this is also a really great early level weapon. So that's what we're going for. We need another 200 battles, and then I can unlock this weapon, and that will be really important in our teams. So yeah, that's episode 9. Thanks for watching, guys. And yeah, we unlocked the Titan class, we completed the Stormheim quest, and we actually got Gloomleaf, another legendary troop. We got lucky with that. So, and we unlocked the Bronzelock pistol. So that's another great weapon. And we had the Gaard's Wall weapon too right at the beginning. So lots of good stuff this video. And thanks guys for watching. And I'll see you on the next episode. Take care. Later.